couple weeks ago, we did 3 turkeys to prepare for Thanksgiving. This week, we're gonna stick with the theme, but we're gonna do smoked turkey breast. We're gonna do one Texas style where we wrap it in butter, and we're gonna do one where we don't wrap it, but we are going to inject the turkey breast ahead of time. Let's go get it.
Deep basement.
Unfortunately, here in Virginia, we don't have the luxury of having like an H-E-B where they'll just sell the pre-cut turkey breast. We've got to cut the breast out ourselves. Earlier today, I brined it in a Kosmos brine. It's supposed to be really good. We're gonna try it out tonight. I like Kosmos's other stuff. After the brining for about 5 hours, I took it out, rinsed it, and then stuck it on a wire rack and put it in the fridge to dry out a bit for another few hours. And so this is where we are now. It's not completely dry, but that's okay because we got to cut it up anyway. If anybody out there knows how we can source in Virginia pre-cut breast, please hit us up in the comments. Even if they ship it, we'll probably do it because this is going to be a little bit of work. All right, so let's get started. I got a couple new toys this week, one of which is this fancy poultry shears. It's a J.A. Henkel's, so it's really high quality. If you're interested in this, we'll do a link to it. I was really happy that Amazon had this. It's gonna make it a lot easier. So we're gonna start just by cutting this skin so that we can see underneath. And like I said, we do not need this skin. I'll tell you, these scissors, these poultry shears do make it pretty simple. One of the things about this bird is it is a young bird, so it's a bit smaller. These are not going to be gigantic, but they will still be good. And there you have it. We have the breasts exposed, and now we are going to go right down the bone, cut these babies out. That is looking pretty good, I must say. And there you have it. We've got our 2 turkey breasts, very nicely sized, actually. Now, the good news is none of this is gonna go to waste. The skin I'll throw, but this guy here is gonna go in a pot. My wife is gonna make a very nice stew out of this. She did it last week and it was delicious. I can't wait for it again. All right, so I am gonna pat these dry a little bit, and I'm not gonna use a binder for the seasoning. Honestly, don't really need a binder. And just like last time, we are once again going with Slap Ya Mama seasoning. It is really good, provides a nice little kick. So we're gonna do a decent coating of that. Not too much, because there is a lot of flavor in this seasoning. There's no doubt about that. In addition to the Slap Ya Mama, we're just gonna do a layer of freshly cracked black pepper. Every once in a while, once this turkey breast is sliced and you get some pepper in your bite, man, it is good. Flip these guys over and do the other side. All right, so now one of these, as I mentioned earlier, is going to be injected, and it's gonna stay unwrapped for the whole cook. And the other one we're not gonna inject, but we're gonna wrap it with butter and chicken stock. I've already made my injection, which really simply is butter and chicken stock melted together. And one of my new toys, as I was mentioning earlier, is this Grillin' Pros injector. I'm really happy with this thing. Luckily, it's on Amazon and got overnighted. I used it the other day for the first time. I mean, it looks pretty professional, I must say. Dishwasher safe, which I always like. Just stick it in the fluid and draw. Now we're gonna be a little bit careful here. Poke and push. Ooh, got a little fountain of butter and chicken stock coming out there. We'll see how much of this is gonna actually stay inside. Oh man, it smells good already. I think that should just about do it. Gonna re-season a little bit more. All right, these guys are ready. Let's go get the grill ready and get this thing going. See you in a bit. As per normal, we're gonna add a smoke tube. I'd love smoke flavor on everything. I know some people don't want too much, but to me, you can almost never get enough. So I'm gonna add the smoke tube. It's a mix of Weber Grill Masters blend, Smokin pecan pellets, and hickory smoking wood chips. So again, we've got our nice torch here. We're gonna get this guy started. That should do it. While that thing gets smoking, we're gonna go ahead and turn this guy on. Now I'm gonna start the Searwood on smoke boost. We're gonna do that for about 30 minutes, and then we're gonna crank it to 275. All right, so we're 180, we're ready to go. This guy's smoking, the Searwood's smoking. I am gonna use a water pan underneath the turkey breasts, and I am gonna fill that water pan with chicken stock. Now this might be overkill, but I'm all about overkill. It's okay. I'm doing this for two reasons. I want a heat block. I don't want them to get direct heat to begin with. I want them to get ultimate smoke flavor. So I want them to get all the smoke without direct heat to begin with. Once we crank it to 275, they're gonna get plenty of heat in there, but we're gonna leave the water pan. We want moist turkey breast, because like we said 2 weeks ago, the worst thing is dry turkey. And so we're gonna make sure we get plenty of moisture on these guys. So we're ready to go. We're gonna shut it. We're gonna stick it at, or leave it at smoke boost for about 30 minutes. And we should be good to go. See you in a bit. All right, it's raining cats and dogs out here, but it doesn't matter. We keep going. Rain, snow, sleet, whatever. 180 degrees, been going for a little while. They're looking pretty damn good, but we're gonna go ahead and crank this guy to 275 and get these guys going. Luckily, the Weber Searwood can handle rain. Doesn't even affect it, to be honest. All right, we'll see you in a bit. These guys are ready, or at least one is ready to be wrapped. They're both at about 120 degrees, which is where we want it to wrap. So we're gonna take the one that we did not inject. And by the way, we don't have a light out here because it's super windy. It's like a monsoon out here. We got a lucky break from the rain, thank God, but that's what's going on. You can hear the wind in the background, I'm sure. So we're gonna take this guy, we're gonna set it right next to that butter, and we're gonna just kind of, if the wind will help me out a little bit here, I'm gonna take some of this broth in that pan and pour it right in there. Oh yeah. And now we're gonna wrap this guy up, stick him back on, and let that guy simmer in that butter, and that sauce should be super money. Close this guy up, and we'll keep going. Okay, so another new toy I got here. You see me always struggling with the spray bottles. They go bad so quickly. I finally got myself a sprayer. Look at that. Woo! So this guy here that we injected, he's not wrapped, but we're gonna spray it, keep it nice and moist. And I'm gonna do that very often, like once every 15 minutes. Just make sure we keep it moist. Very nice. Again, Amazon, overnight delivery on this thing, thank God. And it may or may not be food grade, I don't know and don't really care. So these are finally done. This guy came off at 1 hour and 50 minutes. This is 2 hours and 20 minutes. Only 30 minutes extra? Huh. Felt longer than that for some reason. Looks very nice, it looks beautiful. Let's unwrap this guy. I'm gonna reserve judgment till I taste. Looks beautiful. Okay, we're gonna slice right down the middle, yes? Oh man, that looks perfect. It's a good turkey breast. Nice. And this one, injected. All right, so what looks better? More juice coming out on this side. Let's take a slice. Oh man, that looks amazing. Man, that is good. That is so good. Super juicy. The brine went all the way through. The crust is amazing. All right, so that was the wrapped one. This is the unwrapped. I think I like the wrapped one better. They're both super good, but the one that was wrapped was a little juicier, a little bit more flavor. Man, they're both so good. But I gotta go with the one that was wrapped. Texas style wrapped is the way to go. You gotta wrap it. Once it hits 120 degrees, wrap it in butter. We're gonna make some sandwiches. Let's make a sandwich, shall we? I'm gonna cut this nice and thin. I have Costco croissant ready to go. Gonna add Duke's mayo to this guy. This is gonna be amazing. It's gotta be Duke's, people. Forget about everything else. Slather it on there. Add the turkey nice and thick. That's what I'm talking about. Some cheese to throw on top of there, Colby Jack, lettuce, as messy as we can make it, tomato. Am I gonna be able to close this sandwich, Donnie? I'm not even sure. Wow, this is too much stuff, which is how we like it. Oh man, this looks amazing. All right, let's try this sandwich. It looks amazing. Oh my God. I don't even know what I'm gonna do here. Best turkey sandwich you ever had. No joke. I gotta say, for Thanksgiving, I know tradition is have the whole bird there, cook it in the oven, put it out with the stuffing and everything. 100% agree with that. However, if you can source a turkey breast or two and smoke it and put it out to slice it and or make sandwiches, do that, because your audience is gonna be very happy. It's juicy, it's smoky, tender, super good. Sandwiches all around with your dinner rolls or whatever. It's gonna be amazing. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good Thanksgiving. See you next time. So good.